it's week 2, I guess. I was not planning to do any baking today or this week, to be fair. Between everything I did for Christmas and the end of the year last year, and the first week having baked like 2 different things, I just wanted a rest, so I wanted time off. So at first I was planning like a week off, and then at the end of the first week, so like 2 days ago, I was like, next week's still gonna be pretty busy. I have appointments, I have stuff, I have to shift my sleep schedule a lot. It's just take 2 weeks off so you can, catch up on everything, relax, breathe, and that was the plan. And I do have an appointment at 9 a.m. so it's like in 8 hours. So yeah, I don't want to do that. But my neighbor, who is traveling a lot, is back for like a day. So she came back yesterday night, so like 4 hours ago, and she's leaving not this morning but tomorrow morning, so I only have like 24 hours max to give her something, and she's the main person that eats my stuff, so I can eat her. And in those 24 hours there will be like 2 hours of maybe I can talk to her and see her and give her stuff. And then she's leaving for the rest of the week, and then she's coming back for like half a day, and then she's going to Africa because she's making it hard on me. So if I want to bake something for her, it's kinda now or never kind of deal. And it's gonna be now, cause I need her to eat my stuff. So against my best wishes, I will bake something today, something easy. I'm tired, I'm still shaky, my hip is killing me. All I really want to do right now is cross stitch and rest, because I do have to go to the doctor in the morning, and then a lot. So something easy today, and then Monday I will go to the game club because I will be awake at the right time for it. The truth is, since it's in the afternoon and I'm not always awake during the afternoon, I have weird sleep schedule, and I'm awake at random times mostly. And between not being awake at the right time, because they're like 3 hours afternoon to do that, so it doesn't happen often. And the club is closed for school holidays, and that means I will not get as many Mondays to go as I wish, and that is another way for me to get people to eat my stuff. So today and Monday are days where I can get my stuff out to people and get them to eat it. So it just makes sense for me to bake for those. So I'm going to do something easy for today because I'm not insane, but I'm going to do something a little more complicated for this weekend. Still chill, I'm not going to kill myself, but something a bit more complicated because I'm a little excited. But I'm still tired, but I'm a little excited. I haven't baked anything in like a week and a half, and I'm itching for it. And also because I'm hungry and I'm running out of chocolate, and I realized that I'm a little addicted to it recently, so I'm switching to less chocolate, and to compensate for that, all the sweets. Baked goods are a good idea, so having something baked that I can just munch on would be nice. So that's kind of the idea. Maybe some cookies or stuff like that, and then something more interesting for this weekend. And also, I am not going to lie to you, it is cold out there and the cold is seeping through my apartment because it's not that well, you know, insulated. So having the oven on that spreads its warmth through the apartment sounds kind of nice. So baking something it is. If it's not a big thing, I will put it back because no, I need the oven on. Oh yeah. Let's pick the two. This way, if I need something particular for the difficult one, I can take the time to shop for it in the next 3 days, you know? And if the easy thing does require stuff that I do not have at home, I will put it back because it is 1 AM. I am not doing any grocery shopping at 1 AM because I just cannot. Everything's closed. So it's what I have on hand or nothing. Okay. Which one? Forgotten cookies. Baking Yesteryear. We'll see what's up. So cookies it is for the first one. Page 145. It's right next to the chocolate mayonnaise cake. Okay, forgotten cookies. I do not have chocolate chips, but I do have chocolate bars that I can chop, and usually I prefer chocolate chunks, so it's okay. They are macarons. Okay, macarons with chopped pecans and symmetry sweet chocolate. Okay, sounds fun. Sure. And this one doesn't require flour, which is great. Okay, and now a difficult one for this weekend, something exciting, something I want to do. I am not above putting it back if I'm not excited. Dalek cake. No, I don't think I can do the Dalek cake this weekend. Need something more simple. It's the Dalek cake from How to Cook That, and I've been, you know, drooling over it for 10 years, but not today. And, you know, when that video came out, my birthday was coming up and I was like, my mom was asking me what I wanted for my birthday. I was like, I want that. And she was like, I can find you that. And I was like, I don't care, I want to bake it. But that never happened because I didn't really have support from my family growing up. And it's okay. Okay, labyrinth black and white cake. I think I can do that. I think I can do that, and I think that could be cool. I've been thinking about it a lot these past few days because I got the idea when I was, you know, half asleep, and I was thinking about it and I was excited, and I've been daydreaming a lot lately to cope with my dreams that are not that nice. But yeah, I'm excited. Black and white cake it is! Yes, baby! Okay, let's do this. Black and white cake is page 236. Okay, and see if I need any ingredients that I am not aware of. 36. Then it's 4. It's the black and white cake! I think it's gonna be cool. Okay, I'm excited. And I'm going to be making it labyrinth themed, but like the white layers are gonna be labyrinth with piping, and the black layers will be like Lambeth style with a lot of flourishes and decorations. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, there are candles. I think maybe I'll add some candles. I have white candles. On the pic she has black candles, but there is no way I'm going to find those. So white candles it is. So our version, of course, has black and white all through the layers, and it's different decoration style, but I think it'll be fun. Okay. She's putting chocolate chip in between. Again, I have chocolate bark, like bars, and I'm going to use that. White melting chocolate, I will have to buy that. Black food coloring, I do have some, but you know what? Sugarology has a recipe for black frosting that does not require any food coloring. She used black cocoa, and I think that'd be cool. But also, I do not have black cocoa currently, so I need to order it. Okay, and I have to check Sugarology recipe. It's a mocha cake. Great. I do not like coffee. 1 cup very hot coffee. I think coffee and chocolate usually in cake is pretty fine. It's just enhanced the chocolate. It does not taste too much like coffee, so I think it'd be okay. Definitely will use a lot more flour than the macarons. Whipping cream. I don't have whipping cream. Okay. It's doable. But I will need to order some black cocoa. Fun! Oh, and my kid, she made it octagons, so I don't know if I want to make them octagons or squares or round. I don't know. We'll see. I think octagons will just not work with the labyrinth theme. Circles or squares will work, but not octagons. I will have to adapt. Also, I have like cake boards, but they're circles, so I'd have to cut them into squares if I do squares. Okay, anyway, I can do that. Let's do that. But for today, macaroons! Alright, so now all the cocos and powders and everything that I need that I can't find in grocery stores has been ordered, and it's a lot more money than I currently have, especially since my car needs repairs and my cat needs surgery, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So, by the way, if you actually want to support me financially, which I appreciate, but it's definitely not necessary, I will put my Amazon wish list in the description. So yeah, if you want to like buy me a bottle of corn syrup or bag or black cocoa powder, I will be really appreciative of that. But without that, I will find money one way or another. So now it's time to make macarons, the forgotten cookies. And thankfully, these do not require anything that is very complicated, and everything I already have, so it's fine. By the way, I do have pecans. Why? Because one of my favorite recipes is a recipe that I came up with in a dream, because my dreams are wild. Not all of it is good. Very little of it is good, but this came, which is cookie dough as a crust, then clementine jam, then pecan pie filling, and baked, and like candied clementine quarters on top. It's really sweet, but man, it's good. And so I keep pecans on hand because of that. And I'm going to have to find a way to get them, because usually I get them from Lidl, and Lidl lately has been a pain in my ass. I can't find anything anymore everything that was good about it is gone, so I don't go there anymore. So I have to go there for just the pecans. It's great. They don't even have gluten-free stuff anymore. I went there because they had the only gluten-free pasta that I could actually eat without puking, you know, at that point. I got used to them since, but it was very annoying. And they don't sell gluten-free stuff anymore, so it's fun. Anyway, let's do those cookies. So, they are pretty simple. It's a meringue whipped in a stand mixer because I was like, oh, maybe I can do it by hand, you know, because I don't want to dirty up my stand mixer. But then I realized that even if it does say usually you can do things by hand, this one it actually says no, you're not doing the meringue by hand, babe. So I'm doing the meringue in my stand mixer, and then once it's ready, I'm going to dump chopped chocolate and pecans, bake them, and then leave them in the oven until the oven cools down, which shouldn't take very long since it's so cold in there. So by the time they're ready, so in like a few hours, maybe at least 4, usually my neighbor will be awake. I can give their stuff. And maybe they won't be ready by like 8:30 when I leave, but they will be ready when I come back. So it's gonna be fine. So let's heat up this oven and start on that meringue. Yeah! I'm excited to start, you know? Like, last week didn't really count because it's something I needed to make. But this is completely out of the blue. No, not out of the blue, but unprompted. I don't need to make them, but I want to. And I'm going to try so many new recipes. It's already giving me so much anxiety. But I can do it. Okay, so it's a very small recipe, which is good. It's only for 12 cookies, so maybe just my neighbor and I can manage to, you know, eat them warm, probably. I mean, 12 macaroons with chocolate and pecans. I won't struggle to eat them. Yeah, wrong eggs. And I'm going to have to buy more eggs. Because I have like Swiss macarons to make this weekend and meringues today, and you know, I'm going to require a lot of eggs. Usually, when trying to make meringues, I will clean up my stand mixer with a little vinegar to remove any fats. And since it's really like a meringue based cookie, I really don't want to mess it up. It's a recipe I don't know yet, so I'm going to put everything I can in my corner. This way, it's probably gonna be okay. Oh, no more fats. Okay, let's crack this egg. Okay, since there is a lot of yolk, I think the recipe calls for 2 large eggs. Since I already have like only half of the white for this one, I think I'm going to try to add another one. Come on, be nice. Be sure I have enough of it. It's gonna be fine, you know. Meringue is a state of mind. Eggs are not the same size. It's gonna be okay. I have a feeling that this book is going to be stained beyond repair by the end of the year. It's gonna be fun. You know a cookbook is loved when there's stain all over it. It's a compliment. We'll see. Okay, this one better go right. Bit of salt. Yes, I'm totally eyeballing it. I really don't care. Okay. I'm going to measure the other ingredients first, because meringues require timing, you know. 115 chopped pecans. I love this book because it has like in cups and in grams, which is great because, you know, I'm not American, so I use real things. Real measurements, not like a heathen. I'm going to chop it immediately before something bad happens. Then the chocolate, and then I'm measuring the sugar. Yes, I'm going slow. I know, but I've learned my lesson. Not to go too far overcrowded. Never ends well. It's a rough chop. I really want to be able to take a bite with the pecans in it and feel it, you know. I think it's gonna be good. And 170 chocolate. Okay, another 100 there. It's a lot more chocolate than I thought, and that means that I'm running out of chocolate, which is great. Okay, too much. Yeah, sure. I know I just said that like I like precise measures, and then I just eyeball it. And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm completely aware that it's a big contradiction, but I really don't care. It's the kind of recipe you measure with your shawl, you know, it's meringue with stuff added into it. Doesn't have to be precise. I just don't like using cups for stuff that, you know, are not completely filling the space. Like pecans, there's a lot of empty space and I have to calculate in my head how much more pecans I need to make that will make, you know, the cup complete, and I hate it. Okay, this knife is not good for it. It's not heavy enough. The problem with chocolate chunks instead of chocolate chips is the very little powder bits are going to mix with the meringue and make it taste more chocolatey. So it won't look super white like a meringue, but I'm okay with it. Mainly because I don't want to deal with it. And I don't want to wait until the store is open to get some chocolate chips. Chocolate chunks, it is. But for the big cake, I'm going to be a good girl and buy some chocolate chips. Also, she put rice pudding in between the layers, which is interesting, so I'm going to have to, you know, make rice pudding. Maybe I can buy some. I do not have a lot of trust in anything prepared because usually they put wheat flour about everywhere. But I think I can buy some rice pudding that does not, you know, require me making it from scratch just for a layer cake. Like this. Now I can measure the sugar and start on the meringue. I know that a modern baker would prefer one of those electronic scales, but I haven't had a lot of luck with them. After sometimes they're really off, and they keep telling me it's, you know, it's 0 gram, and I know there's at least 12 grams in there. And I grew up baking with one of those. I'm much more comfortable with them. They're a lot less precise, but they're true, and they won't mess up, and they won't tell me there's nothing in the scale when there is something in the scale. So I can know. You make choices in life. My choice is to use a real scale. Vanilla. Just a splash. I don't like vanilla. I don't like garlic, and I don't like vanilla, which is great because all recipes need that. And we got a stiff pigs. Yay! There used to be a time when I was a kid I just could not for the life of me make meringues at all. I messed it up each time, and it was soupy, and it was just, there was no air in it, which did not turn out great. But I learned, and now I make it work each time. You live and learn. Okay, meringue's done. And look how pretty it is. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Okay, now I'm going to break it down. So I'm supposed to be doing 12 cookies with 1 tablespoon of it left each. That is not going to happen. There is more than 12 tablespoons there. So it's going to be interesting. And I don't have a picture for reference, which is awesome. That's why I usually use videos to learn recipes, because at least I know what's going on. I can see it with my own eyes. But no. Some recipes are from book and they don't have even picture to tell me what it's supposed to look like. Awesome. It's like using a crochet pattern and you don't understand it and you have no idea how it's supposed to look like. That's why I don't use patterns. At best I use a video tutorial and that is all. Okay. It looks good. Not gonna lie. Okay, I've got my baking sheet here. And because I'm not completely insane, I'm not going to use the little spoon. I'm going to use an ice cream scoop. Because you know, I'm a rational man, I'm a scientist, and I know that is not going to happen with just a tablespoon. And since there is only room for one baking sheet in my oven and it has to stay there for hours, it's gonna be all in one sheet, one way or another. Oh, they look so cute. They look very, very cute. And I don't think they're all gonna fit on one sheet, which sucks. See, that's why I don't use recipe books. Because they're liars. Okay, so I've got already 8 of them on this sheet, and I think I'm going to have actually 8 more. So I'm going to line another baking sheet and frankly at that point hope for the best and hope I can fit both of them in the oven. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, I can do this. So thank you, Dylan Hollis, for lying to me about the dozen cookies that Giuseppe makes. Because I ain't making them bigger than that. No. And yeah, no, that's not happening. It's gonna be a mess if I make them bigger. It scoops so beautifully. And I think they'll taste amazing. So even if, you know, I got lied to, I think it's gonna be worth it in the end. But still, people don't lie in your books. That's why autistic people don't trust you. I'm gonna need you for the last one. No waste in this house. That's why I need people to eat my stuff, because throwing things in the trash is depressing me. I am too poor for that. Look at those little clouds of joy. They are very cute. Alright, let's remove the chocolate. Oh no, there are already stains on the boiled cookie page. No! And chocolate between the pages. This book is gonna be a mess real fast. Forgotten cookies. Add the pecans. Place in the oven. Immediately turn the oven. Okay. So they don't even bake. They just stay in a warm oven. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. And there. It is, of course, not ideal because there was one of them that is not in the, you know, rack. It's in the stuff underneath the rack that prevents it. You know, it's not safe. We'll see. And that's done. Now we wait a few hours. I'll see you then for eating the little clouds of joy. Alright, it's 7 AM, so it's been a couple hours. I don't know what kind of oven he has that, you know, cools down in hours. Mine cooled down within the hours, so since the recipe already said, you know, leave them until the oven is cooled off, I decided to keep it there a few hours more, but at some point it's cool. You need to accept the fact that, you know, it's cool. So, I'm gonna take them out, and first I have a little apology to Dylan Hollis. Maybe I would have made 12 cookies if, you know, I didn't add a third egg, so my bad. But still, that was a lot of batter. I don't think I could have made 12 small ones. Anyway, so yeah, let's take them out, and no, I have not forgotten them, so they're not forgotten cookies. Anyway, let's see what they are. They are not baked. Yeah, so I'm going to reheat it and actually bake those, because like it's still better. Okay, thank God I did that now. I'm gonna keep the temperature as low as I can, but they need to bake. Right now they're really not. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, this time's the right time. It's like 10:30 a.m. and it's been in the oven for a while now. I left it around, I don't know, 15-20 minutes with the oven on but very low, and then I left it there, and the oven has been cold for like hours now, so it's probably fine. And I sure hope they're actually baked this time. Well, they're all golden, which is both a good sign and bad sign. I'm pretty sure that should have stayed white, but you know what, I'm okay with that. Oh, they look good. Look at that. No. Oh god, they're so good. It is so simple, but man, it's good. I'm telling you right now, I will not need any help to finish those. Wow, they're good. They are so good. Worth it. Worth all the wait. It's good because I just came back from the dock and it did not go super well, so I kind of needed a pick me up. It's perfect. And now I have 15 more pick me ups, and I'm going to be so happy eating them all. It's the little things in life that make it worthwhile. They're very little. Okay, so I'm definitely counting that as a win, a success. Okay, there. I don't want to fit. Okay. Keeping them. They're meringue, so they're probably going to be pretty stable for a long time. They're supposed to be like that. They're a little bit showy in the inside. I think they were supposed to be a little more chewy, but they'll be really great. Okay, so I'll see you Saturday to bake some cakes. See you! I've learned the hard way to never let it get that far. Because of you, I never strayed too far from the sidewalk. Because of you, I love it. So I don't get hurt. Because of you, hard to trust not only me, but everyone around me. Because of you, I am afraid. I held you down every night in your sleep. I was so young, you should have known better than to lean on me. You never know, you just saw your me. And then I